Welcome, everyone, to the 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown, coming to you from beautiful Sarasota, Florida. Hi, I'm Ms. Lipari on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame Video production crew. This is the 20th time that Sarasota has hosted an offshore powerboat race, and it is the 18th time that Freeze Frame Video Productions has been here in Sarasota for an offshore race. Now, all proceeds from this event this weekend are going to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation and the Police Athletic League. 4 races in all this weekend. We've already had 3 races. This is race number 4. In race number 3, the results are the following. First off in Super V was Utz Quality Foods. Castaway in first place, getting the checkered flag, followed by Ettore Squeegee and Lucas Oil. In Super V Light, it was Extreme Vortec, High Noon, and Screamin' Nuts. And in Factory 2, Harwich Concrete, Snap-on Talking Tools, and Let's Play Racing. But now we're going to have race number 4, the finale, the big boats with the Super Cat, the Super Cat Light, and the Super Cat Light Outboard. And the competitors are, in Super Cat, Daytona Sun Times, How Sweet It Is, Briosky, Flowmaster, Airborne, Rum Jumpy, WHM, Reliable Carriers, and Bacardi Silver. In Super Cat Light, Liquid Metal, In Contempt, Page Racing, Dirty Duck, American Dream, and White Knuckles Racing. In Super Cat Light Outboard, Flowmaster, Snake Man Racing, and High Risk. And those are your competitors in race number 4, the finale. Now, Sarasota is a great place, as we know, to have a race, a great facility for offshore powerboat racing, fueling this weekend at the 10th Street parking lot, cranes at the 10th Street Boat Launch, the dry pits at the Van Wezel Convention Center, where fans can get an up-close and personal look at these big, powerful racing machines along with their favorite racing teams. The wet pits at the Hyatt Marina. The boats are also displayed at the Siesta Key Village. Now, the sponsors for this event for the APBA include GMC Vortec Engines, Mercury Racing, Snap-on, Donzi, Formula Racing, Sterling Performance, BioClean, and Freeze Frame Video Productions, and many, many more. Also, a special thanks to the APBA officials for orchestrating this fine event here in Sarasota, and they include Mr. Michael Allweiss, Mr. Jim Poplin from Stars and his entire rescue team, Dee Kimes, the chief scorer, Paula Brew, and many, many more. And, of course, a special thanks to Luann Campbell for all of her help as well. Freeze Frame Video Productions, 20 onboard cameras for you this weekend. And in this last race, race number 4, we'll have 2 cameras onboard Bacardi Silver, front and rear. Also a camera on Dirty Duck and Briosky, and on White Knuckles. And those are your onboard cameras provided for you by Freeze Frame Video Productions. Now, after Sarasota, we'll be going to Fort Lauderdale for the North American Championships for the APBA, and then, of course, to Tampa Bay, Florida for the National Championships and the Worlds in Key West. And Freeze Frame Video Productions, of course, will be there. Now, as we get ready for race number 4, let's mosey around the dry pit area and look at some of these big, beautiful racing machines. There's How Sweet It Is. Flowmaster, number 12, Flowmaster. Todd Werner and John Engel will be on Flowmaster. In Content being lowered into the water. Super Cat Light Boat. In Content took the first place in Milwaukee. Liquid Metal being lowered into the water. All right, very shortly we will be airborne to bring you race number 4 in this 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. All right, we are now airborne. The boats are beginning to spread out and line up here. In race 4, the Super Cat Light, and the Super Cat Light outboard. All right, now we're going to start showing you some of the onboard cameras again on some of these boats as these boats are on a parade lap. We got the Super Cat Light, and the Super Cat Light outboard. There's Rum Jumbie on the inside, Rum Jumbie. WHM, reliable carriers of Bacardi Silver. We're on board Briosky Racing. And there is the stern drive. Camera right on the drive. Different shot, something we haven't had before. In Super Cat, we've got Briosky, how sweet it is, Flowmaster, Airborne, Rum Jumbie, WHM, reliable, and Bacardi Silver. There you see the dark clouds in the distance. Matter of fact, it was raining when we left the airport earlier. There is the Pace Boat, offshoreonly.com. Rear shot. Onboard Bacardi Silver. Offshore Only and Mercury Racing helping to sponsor in part this production here in Sarasota. On Bacardi Silver, there's our front shot. Boats on a parade lap. Race 4, the finale. Boats spreading out, lining up, waiting for the green. Rum Jumbie. Rear shot, on board Rum Jumbie. All right, here's the lineup for you as we await the green. From the inside, it's Rum Jumbie, then Airborne, WHM, Bacardi Silver, reliable carriers, Flowmaster, out of the far outside, Briosky. Boats spreading out. Rum Jumbie, Airborne, WHM, Bacardi Silver, Reliable, Flowmaster, and Briowski on the far outside. And we've got a green flag now in race number 4 in Sarasota, Florida, in Supercat, Supercat Light, and Supercat Light Outboard. Going to the immediate lead is WHM Motorsports, Reliable Carriers, and Rum Jumbie. And Bacardi Silver on the outside. WHM, Reliable, Rum Jumbie, and Bacardi Silver, your early leaders right now in race 4. WHM, Reliable, and Rum Jumbie. Let's go on board now. On board WHM. WHM, it's a skater. Mercury-powered Bill Moff and Jose Pepe Lama, driver and throttle man. Bill Moff, the owner of WHM. Took a 3rd place in Daytona, 2nd in Marathon. A 3rd in Savannah and a 4th in Milwaukee. Currently in 2nd place in the national point standings, WHM Motorsports. Just listen to that Mercury power plant. Jose Pepe Lama on throttle. There's Reliable Carrier on the right. WHM being sprayed down. All right, back to our helicopter shot and your leaders. WHM, Reliable, Rum Jumbie, and Bacardi Silver in the mix. Everyone off to a great start. Reliable Carriers, 40-foot skater, Mercury-powered. Tom Abrams is the driver. Jerry Gilbraith is the throttle man. Took a 3rd place in St. Cloud, a 4th in Marathon, a 4th in Savannah, 1st in Milwaukee, and a 6th place in Daytona. Currently in 3rd place in national points. Sponsors include Reliable Carriers, Tech Plus Trailers, Old Village School, and Eddie Marine. Crew chief is Eric Hertigum. Now, Tom Abrams and the Reliable Carriers offshore racing crew showed their caring attitude at the Old Village School in Northville, Michigan for special needs children. What happened was that the crew got together and got their trailer and their 40-foot skater and brought it to the school and brought it to the parking lot and showed the kids, all 120 of them who came out to the parking lot, showed the kids the boat and the trailer and had sort of a show and tell program, and the kids were really appreciative. The staff and kids were thrilled with this extra special treat, a big truck that is carrying an offshore racing boat. And after the show and tell, Tom Abrams and the crew presented the school with a framed aerial picture of the Supercat racing offshore, along with a special contribution to the school. Now, during their visit with the kids wished the crew members good luck for the racing season. And after that visit, the racing team raced in Milwaukee, which they won. They won in Milwaukee. And as a result of that, Tom Abrams and the racing team wrote a little note to Art Fisher, the director of that school, and said that perhaps their visit there may have brought them a string of good luck. And right now they are in first place. Reliable Carriers in first place right now here in Sarasota, and that visit just may well have brought them some good luck indeed. Reliable Carriers in first place right now in Super Cat. Reliable 40-foot skater powered by Mercury. Tom Abrams and Jerry Gilbraith on board, driver and throttle man. There's WHM Motorsports. WHM. Bill Mopp and Jose Pepe Lama. Powered by Mercury, WHM. WHM currently in second place in the national points. WHM in second place. Race number 4, 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. Reliable Carriers there. You see the wake of Reliable. There's Reliable Carriers in first place in Super Cat. Tom Abrams and Jerry Gilbraith. On board WHM. Bill Mopp and Jose Pepe Lama, driver and throttle man. Reliable Carriers on the left side. Tom Abrams and Jerry Gilbraith. Vector helicopter shot. WHM Motorsports. Supercat course is a very short course, so it's very hard to pass because they're going around the pins. Bacardi Silver coming up on the inside. It's an MTI Sterling powered 2 750 horsepower inboards. Hugh Fuller is the driver. Randy Sissom is the throttle man. Randy is also the builder of the boat. As we said, it's an MTI. Bacardi took a first place in St. Cloud, first in Daytona, first in Marathon, first in Savannah, second in Milwaukee, currently in first place in the national point standings. Even McCartney Silver having a hard time passing on this very small course. Around the turn. Other competitors in Super Cat, we've got Rum Jumbie, Airborne, Flowmaster, How Sweet It Is, and Brianski. On board Bacardi Silver. This is at the start on board Bacardi. Bacardi getting sprayed down by WHM. Around the turn. Powered by Sterling. Randy says I'm on throttle. Subbing for John Tomlinson. Randy doing a fine job. Hugh Fuller at the wheel. Hugh from Clearwater, Florida. There's reliable carriers up ahead. And WHM Motorsports. All right, coming up is Rum Jumbie. It's an MTI. Todd Clinworth is the driver. Tress Martin is the throttle man. Todd from St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Island, and Tress from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Rum Jumbie, powered by Mercury. Sponsors Rum Jumbie and Mercury Racing. It's a 40-foot MTI. Crew members include Tobias Brown, Chad Aaron, and Jackie McDaniel. Rum Jumbie in 4th place in Super Cat. On board Rum Jumbie, rear shot. Rum Jumbie in 4th place in Super Cat. All right, there's Briowski and Flowmaster. Briowski on the outside. Briowski is in motion. Robert Muller's the driver. Jason Muller's the throttle man. Bob from Allendale, New Jersey. Jason from Upper Saddle River, New Jersey. Flowmaster on the inside. Todd Werner, the driver. John Engel, the throttle man. It's a skater. Todd Werner, the owner of Flowmaster. Briowski's powered by Mercury. Battle here in Super Cat. Flowmaster and Briowski. Briowski in 5th, Flowmaster in 6th place. A battle here, Flowmaster and Briowski. Flowmaster trying to move it to 5th place. Todd Werner and John Engel, driver and throttleman on board. There's a shot of the stern drive on board Briowski. This is at the start. Powered by Mercury. Freeze Frame Video Productions, of course, provides onboard cameras for racing. We haven't done a shot like this in a while, but this is the great thing about these onboards. They give you this kind of shot where it can show you the stern drive under real conditions and show you how it is performing. There's Flowmaster in the background there. Great shot there aboard Briosky of that stern drive. We're going to go now with Airborne. Airborne, a 40-foot skater. Mercury-powered 750 horsepower inboards. Randy Leinbach, the driver. Bob Morgan is the throttle man. Airborne took a 4th place in Daytona, 6th in Marathon, a 2nd place in Savannah, 5th in Milwaukee. Currently in 4th place in the national point standings in Supercat class. Sponsors include Eddie Marine, Turco Racing Fuels, Amsoil, and DuPont. Special thanks for boat setup to Jerry Gilbraith of GNT Marine, Mark Wagonalls of Airborne Marine and Mercury Racing. They're the Sarasota coastline and some of the spectator boats, and there you see a lot of the beachgoers and spectators along the beach. Airborne Big Thunder. In Concept, coming off a checkered flag in Milwaukee, is currently running in 2nd place. In Concept with Pat Patel and Paul Whittier, driver and throttleman on board this 36-foot skater. Also took a 3rd place in St. Cloud, a 2nd in Daytona, a 2nd in Marathon, a 3rd in Savannah, currently in 2nd place in the national point standings. In Concept. In Concept in 2nd place in Super Cat Light, Pat Patel and Paul Whittier. Other competitors in Super Cat Light include Liquid Metal, Page Racing, Dirty Duck, American Dream, White Knuckles Racing. You're watching the 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. Sarasota has been host to an offshore race for 20 years. We've been here 18 years. Freeze Frame Video Productions certainly proud to be a part of this event this weekend, as well as the APBA racing season for 2003. In concept in second place. Let's go with Liquid Metal now. Liquid Metal, 36-foot skater, Mercury powered, two 500 horsepower inboards. John Talley is the driver. Bob Teague is the throttle man. Took first in Daytona, third in Marathon, first in Savannah, a second in Milwaukee. Currently in first place in the national point standings. John Talley and Bob Teague. Sponsors, T Custom Marine and Lavorsi Marine. Crew members include Deb Talley and Greg Cole. In first place, Liquid Metal in Super Cat Light. Liquid Metal in first place. Super Cat Light. Spectator boats in the background. There's WHM Motorsports in Super Cat. Bill Moff and Jose Lama going around the turn. There's Bacardi Silver on the outside. Bacardi and WHM in a battle in Super Cat. 1 and 2. First and second place. WHM trying to pick up some room. There's White Knuckles on the inside. White Knuckles. 36-foot skater, Mercury powered. Troy Wood and John Trotto aboard. Driver and throttle man. WHM on the outside. White Knuckles and Super Cat Light. WHM and Super Cat. White Knuckles took a 4th place in Daytona, a 4th in Marathon, a 4th in Milwaukee, and is currently in 5th place in the national point standings. White Knuckles took a first place in P class the other day. Troy Wood and John Trotto on board. Sponsors, Hyannis Collision. This team is part of the Competitive Edge Motorsports team headed by Steve Schmidt. On board, White Knuckles. WHM Motorsports. Bill Moff and Jose Lama in third place in Supercat. On board WHM. On board WHM a little bit earlier when he was trying to get by reliable carriers. Now, because of this short course, it is very hard to pass. WHM trying to get by reliable carriers. Coming up on some slower traffic now. That plays a big part in where you can go. Bacardi Silver on the left. Now the traffic can work for you or against you. The WHM Motorsports, you can see, went on the outside, but Bacardi was right there. All right, back to a helicopter shot, WHM Motorsports. There's Bacardi Silver in second place. Fuller and Randy Souza. Bacardi Silver, rear shot on board. In a moment, we're going to see how he passed WHM Motorsports. Here's WHM. WHM going to its left and Bacardi to its right. On this short course. Bacardi Silver in second place. There's Reliable Carriers in first place in Supercat. McCarty in second, right behind. Reliable Carriers has led the whole race. But McCarty is in pursuit. McCarty silver, pulling away from Reliable Carriers. McCarty moving into first place now in Supercat. Incontent on the inside in Supercat Light. Incontent in second place in Supercat Light. McCarty moving into first now. The traffic on this course made the difference. McCarty in first place. Liquid Metal in first place in Supercat Light. Onboard McCarty silver, attempting to pass Reliable Carriers. There's McCarty passing through the wake of Reliable. Not easy to pass at all, as you can see. And he hosed down and then a nice big jump here. But McCarty continues in its quest to pass Reliable. Here's a rear shot of that. See a little rocking and rolling there because of that wake. Now Bacardi Silver making his attempt to pass Reliable and has done so. Not easy to do. Great job there by Hugh Fuller and Randy Sisson. There's Reliable Carriers, rear shot, left side. Bacardi Silver now in first place in Super Cat. You're watching race number 4 of the 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. The finale, Super Cat Light, and Super Cat Light Outboard. Back to helicopter shot, Bacardi. Liquid Metal on the inside. Liquid Metal in first in Super Cat Light. John Talley and Bob T. Liquid Metal going by the spectator boats. There's Reliable Carriers in second place now in Super Cat behind Bacardi Silver. Reliable in second place in Supercat. All right, let's go with Supercat Light outboard now. There's High Risk. John Vanderstel is the driver. Kurt Dutman is the throttle man. Richard Felsen, the owner of High Risk. Other competitors in Supercat Light outboard, Snakeman Racing and Flowmaster. Kurt Dutman, previously of the Agitator Racing team. High Risk currently in first place in Supercat Light outboard. Sarasota skyline in the background. Has been host for 20 years to Offshore Racing, and we've been here for 18 of those years. High Risk, it's a skater. Richard Felsen, the owner. Also has done some racing of his own over the years. There's Liquid Metal in first place in Supercat Light. Liquid Metal. John Talley and Bob T. Nice throttling there by Bob T. Mercury powered skater. In Concept, in second place in Supercat Light. Pat Patel and Paul Whittier. Near in the distance, coming up is Rum Jumbie. Rum Jumbie, Todd Finworth and Tress Martin on board. MTI Mercury Powered. Currently in fourth place in Super Cat. Rum Jumbie powered by Mercury. Now in Super Cat, Bacardi Silver is your leader. It's an MTI. In second place is Reliable Carriers. It's a skater. WHM Motorsports in third, also a skater. And Rum Jumbie Racing in fourth place in MTI. So we've got two MTIs and two skaters there, first through fourth. And in Super Cat Light, two skaters are at the top, Liquid Metal and Incontent, 1 and 2. Snake Man Racing, it's a skater. John Robinson's the owner and the driver. Steve Thiel, the throttle man. John Robinson from Rockville Center, New York. Steve from Manchester, Connecticut. In second place in Super Cat Light Outboard, Snake Man Racing. Nice driving there by John Robinson. Steve Thiel on throttle. Snake Man Racing. There's Bacardi Silver in first place in Super Cat. Bacardi Silver. Hugh Fuller and Randy Sissom. Bacardi Silver in first place in Super Cat. Hugh Fuller and Randy Sissom. They really got the course figured out today, this short course. They had never been together in a race other than yesterday during the test session, but they did prevail, passing WHM Motorsports and finally Reliable Carriers to move into first place. Randy Sissom doing a great job filling in for John Tomlinson, who rarely misses a race. Special thanks to the owners, Gary Montano and Randy Hartman of Bacardi Silver. And Freeze Frame Video Productions would like to give a special thanks to the Bacardi Silver Racing Team for helping to move the equipment to Sarasota, Florida. Special thank you to Joe Green and John Price. We're going to take Bacardi Silver now to the finish line. Bacardi Silver slowing down, crossing the finish line, getting the checkered flag in Super Cat. Bacardi Silver slowing down. That is it. The end of race number 4, the finale, and the end of the 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. And there is Bacardi Silver, your winner in Super Cat, getting the checkered flag. Great run by Hugh Fuller and Randy Sissom. There is the checkered flag right there. Offshore only providing the checkered flag. You see a little bit of the offshore only boat there on the right side, pace boat. There's Rum Jumpy coming up. Rum Jumpy taking 4th place in Super Cat. Of course, the Sarasota skyline, beautiful place. Come down there for a vacation, watch an offshore powerboat race. Great facility, great site. Lots of spectators and beachgoers having watched some highly exciting racing here at Sarasota. This APBA national race. All right, let's go now with the winners, and they are Bacardi Silver in first place, followed by Reliable Carriers and WHM Motorsports in third. In Super Cat class, Bacardi taking the checkered flag. In Super Cat Light, it was Liquid Metal in first, and in second in content, and White Knuckles Racing in third place, but Liquid Metal getting the checkered flag in Super Cat Light. And now here are the national point standings after Sarasota. In Super Cat, it's Bacardi Silver in first place at 535 points. WHM with 438 points. Reliable Carriers with 425 points in third place. And Airborne in fourth place with 385 points. In Super Cat Light, Liquid Metal in first with 503 points. In Contempt in second with 456. Dirty Duck in third with 403. And Page Racing in fourth place with 328. That is in Super Cat Light. So that's it for the 2003 Sarasota Offshore Showdown. Highly competitive racing, great racing here. All four races that we've had in the various classes. Now, before we go, there are a few people that we would like to thank. First off, the entire staff of the APBA for orchestrating this fine event. Special thanks to Lou Ann Campbell as well. Also, special thanks to Gary and Nancy Johnson for their fine camera work. Our helicopter pilot, Mr. Russell Kilpatrick. Also, special thanks to Offshore Only and Mercury Racing for sponsoring in part this video production here in Sarasota. And of course, a special thank you to Bacardi Silver for helping us transport our equipment. So, on behalf of Jeff Girardi and the rest of the Freeze Frame video production crew, this is Vince Lipari wishing you a fond farewell from Sarasota. Hoping to see you at the next APBA race in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bye, everyone.